Greetings, folks, and happy almost Friday here on the land of YouTube. Today we're going to take a look at what I think is the second beta of Legends of Runeterra. It is at least definitely not the first. There was a beta before this that I got into right at the end of it and didn't install it in time to get to play, but I've been watching it on Twitch. And I said, that seems interesting. I'm going to try and play that. And now it's another round of betas. So here we are, logging into Legends of Runeterra, which is god-awful loud. Okay. Demacia. You know, obviously... Oh god, that is super loud. I hate games that don't give you the option of getting into options before everything happens, and just the volume is like super cranked. Okay, let's use the keyboard volume to lower things a little bit until I can get into the settings. Demacia, that's... I know so little about League of Legends because it is a game that I have avoided like the plague, simply because of the rep that it gets. League of Legends definitely has a rep of being quite toxic, you know, around the gaming sphere to a certain degree because of the people that play it at times being toxic and unfriendly to noobs and everything. I myself am a huge Heroes of the Storm fan, used to like watching the professional and the collegiate matches and played it, still play it to this day quite often, but League is not something that I ever got into or looked at, although Dota 2 on Steam, back when I was heavily into Steam playing TF2 with the girlfriend, I was invited into Dota 2 and sort of tried, mostly because I liked the characters and like I kind of liked their aesthetic and everything, and I realized like I don't know shit about MOBAs, I don't know what I'm doing, and I didn't until Heroes of the Storm. If I started League now, except for the purchasing of equipment, which would be simply a matter of looking up builds, I think I would be better at it now, but 3, 4, 5 years ago, I wouldn't know my ass from my elbow in a MOBA. So, Legends of Runeterra is a Riot game set in the League of Legends universe, and it is meant to compete with Hearthstone, the way Hearthstone is set in the World of Warcraft universe. So I'm in the beta, and I'm going to try it out. This is Garen. He's a champion. When I've struck once, 0-1. Not too sure what the 0-1 means. When I... How much... Yeah, okay, power. Health, good. Champions level up, Garen will level up. Oh, okay. I see what happens.
Boy, who are you again?
Yeah, I do know this is a little bit different than Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering in some aspects. I want to click OK. Okay. So obviously a 6-6 is going to beat him for a 3. Okay. +1 attack, +1 health.
Hold up! I wasn't supposed to lose, right?
I'm sure a lot of this is going to go over my head, not being familiar with the plot of the LoL characters. So even on defense I get to play a character. Very interesting.
New recruit reporting in.
When I watch the streams of this during what I think was the first beta or the beta round before this one, it just seemed pleasant. The aesthetic seemed pleasant. The characters that were just hanging out on the sides, it just had nice ambiance to it. Soothing, I guess you could say.
Forward! For Demacia!
Oh, there it is. There's the Fort Demacia. Oh god, please. Please tell me we're gonna get some of the classic League characters.
Justice triumphs!
I'd report you. Mordekaiser, just please tell me Mordekaiser's in this game, because if Mordekaiser's in this game, that's all I'm gonna play is just Mordekaisers. Yeah, so the streams that I was watching, they definitely had Poros on the edges. That is a character that I do recognize, and my guess is there's going to be similar mechanics in this to Magic with haste, removing the summoning sickness, and Hearthstone doing that. Overwhelm is probably Rampage, where, you know, damage gets through no matter, you know, all the damage has to be accounted for. When I'm summoned, draw 2 Poros if you have a Poro ally. Well, there's a Poro ally. So those two go together. I've survived 10 total damage. He levels up. Wow. Since he's only got 5... It's going to be after healing or some kind of a shield for him to do it. Your deck now features Demacia! In Freylord. I'm going to guess pronunciation of that is Feylord or Freylord, and not Freyholies. So it looks like we have this and then 2 more tutorial things.
Poros? What are you going to do? Cuddle me to death? Even mighty Poro deserves mighty friend, like bro.
Sandwich. So we want to block people who can't kill him. So block one of those 2 2s.
Carve a path.
Oh.
Stand behind bro.
We're gonna have to block the 5/5. So apparently they're gonna let 2 damage come through.
This was a fine blow. This reminds me of when I carried Helmut's over Riot was on the night.
Oh Jesus, please. No, long story. Oh, really? We're going to get plot. Okay, we're not gonna get plot.
Then storm had cleared. And
Survive for 1 round without letting any Poros die. So block that. Block that. I wonder if there's a double block like in Magic. My guess is probably not. Now the question is, does everybody completely restore? Oh, okay. Victory, I guess. Spider Queen will dominate your foes. I guess it's red and green. I think that I know that decks can only have 2 colors in them, if I remember correctly. Mana, actions, and attacking. It should be... Oh, the famous Heimendinger. That is a name that I definitely know from not being a League of Legends play, I always thought this was the weirdest sounding name of all time. I know it's Heimerdinger, but I always thought of it as Heimendinger. Play my spiderlings for 1 mana. Okay. So he passed. The attack now goes to me. Should go up to 2 mana, so that means I can play one of these other spiders over here. Summon an attacking spiderling. Start the round. Another house spider. Probably, yeah. I was gonna say they probably want me to go for these.
Feels good to stretch my legs.
Okay there, Shaloob. Oh, I get it, because there's one blocker. What I play first gets to... Okay, I think I see what they're trying to do there. So it summons and immediately puts it on attack. That's interesting. Alright, so now we're filled back up. There's Heimendinger. When summoned, summon 2 wrench bombs. Okay.
What is this?
Why, technology, of course!
See, that's what's different about a lot of the other card games, is you can summon at any point in the round, including on defense, which is interesting. Block one of these guys with the house spider. Okay. And it wants me to block these. Ah, okay. Also interesting. Let's... Oh, she's gonna get the boost next round. I see what they're doing. We're gonna be on attack, and then she's gonna get level up.
I think it's about time we wrap this up.
Yep, there it is. I like that the cards change and that there's an animation for it. Alright, still one short of that. Although that's going to be pretty hot. So we're going to... We don't want to attack with her first, because she'll die to the Poro bot. So let's flood the field. And now that should summon a spider that, well, her passive seemed to have disappeared. I wonder if she still has it. Let's see what happens.
Anticipated outcome.
Oh, you can pick... Alright, I didn't know that. You can pick your blocks. She's gonna wind up dying now. I see, it's lane style. They're doing it lane style. Kind of like Gwent. Yep, nothing can be done there. But now we can start getting those arachnoid hosts.
To evaluate.
That makes attacking tough. So, got a 1/5. We'll let that one through. Actually, you know what? We'll weaken that. Is there summoning? Cool.
Added to the log list.
So we're both short our heroes. We can't summon anything right now. So we gotta wait for the flip. So now that we have 6, we can get a Spiraling out, and we can get a host. No, no? Oh, they passed, okay. I was like, I didn't pass. Is there a summoning sickness? No, there isn't. That's interesting. There is no summoning sickness in this.
That wasn't so bad now.
Oh, we don't get to do overkills. Okay, so I wasted my leads on that one because it's lane style in the cards. I know that now, that's cool. Lux, I think I have heard this name. I know Nidalee, because I'm a big fan of the "This is why we hate" videos, although some of them do fly over my head, not playing the game, but "This is why we hate Nidalee" is definitely a video that I understand.
For justice and all things right.
You drew a spell. Spells are powerful. Okay, so actions. Play your right to take protect. Okay. Well, there's that shield. I was wondering if the game would have that.
Time for this candle to flicker out.
We'll see about that.
Well, I guess we know. Summon any attacking living shadow with more stats anytime it attacks. Ooh. That's rough. So essentially there's a divine shield mechanic in the game. Uh-oh.
I have many faces.
Kind of like blue magic in Magic the Gathering. Technically everything in this game would be similar to blue magic if you can do all these spells whenever. Well, 6 is coming through. Yeah, I guess I have to pass on that phase. 3 of your unspent mana become spell mana. Okay.
Let's light 'em up.
Use your spell mana to cast Final Spark. Interesting that it has 2 different forms of mana like that. Mana for summoning and mana for spells. Okay.
Into battle with hearts aglow.
Alright, we can do 3 and 2.
My shield is yours.
Alright, 5 left. Oh, okay, it already... I don't know if I was allowed to continue running my mana down, but it just basically let me do the one thing, and now it's pushing towards the attacks, so...
Never back down from what you believe.
I guess we'll sacrifice him.
Stop you.
It's probably what they're intending me to do here. There we go, alright, yeah. It's allowing me to summon again. I think it's basically like one card per section.
Strength and grace, beauty in the blade.
Alright, we've got 3 left, so we've got enough for a barrier if something crazy happens.
And cut above the rest.
Oh, oh no, never mind.
The superior tactic is to never give up.
I have to get used to the animations. I thought they were saying that the enemy was casting that spell. Okay, relatively simple mechanics and everything. Let's see what we have for the options. So home takes us here. You can set a player icon. That one looks very Magic the Gathering, to be honest. So does that one. Spider, kind of generic. Sort of actually Lord of the Rings-ish on that. Got a shark. Okay, let's go with a cat in a spacesuit. So player versus AI. Expeditions, which is supposedly new in this. Collections. Cards. Full decks. So that deck is just simply in place. It's like a Magic the Gathering boxed deck. Piltover and Zwan's invented power in this versatile start. So another starter deck. I think that's pretty cool that they just give you a full-on deck. So let's look at the store prices. Starter bundle is 650 coins. Coins are $5. So it looks like you can get a starter bundle for $5. Then you've got a 10, a 20, a 35, a 50, and a 100. Credit cards, PayPal, and even gift cards from Dollar General and even CVS. That's pretty cool. Cards look like you can get some individual random cards, so little on the loot boxy side there, I guess. Purchases seems to be your history. Quests, deal. So, alright, similar to a Hearthstone. Daily, I guess, on that one. Yeah, alright, so that's a daily. Weekly vault. Need to get 1,000 experience, and it unlocks on a Sunday. So let's see what this expedition is like. Draft and build your deck using champion spells and followers from all over Runeterra, even if they're not in your collection. Apparently this is token based, so maybe it's like Arena? In Hearthstone, okay. I think what we'll do is we will wrap this up now as a basic going through the tutorial, and I think I will hold off the expedition for another video. Maybe I'll do some AI play first to get used to things, then I'll do the expedition. Since it's one free token, I don't know that I want to waste it live and completely be an idiot about it. So I think I'll do some AI games and we'll come back to it. So, but that's what it's like to go through the tutorials. That's what the menus and settings look like, the different play modes, collections, rewards, and what the prices seem to be on the store. And that's kind of pretty sort of almost Athens-y, Greek-ish to a certain degree. But for somebody who is not a fan of Riot, not specifically like an anti-fan, although their widely publicized sexist culture that they had going on, the kind of dude bro society that was going on in Riot that was exposed a couple years ago, that's not particularly nice to hear You know, it's funny, we kind of come down on Blizzard for the Blitzchung thing, and their punishment was quite excessive for what actually happened. Yet we've all just completely forgotten that Riot was ridiculously sexist for many years and featured such things as dick tapping when somebody would come up to your desk and give you a good ball thwap. And that's just, it was locker room. It was a very locker room mentality at Riot when it was exposed, and they had some really bad press for quite a while afterwards. I think it's largely forgotten at this point in time, but it's something worth bringing up, that if you were making stands against companies who do things you don't like, Riot still's got a kind of bad history over there, and my girlfriend, who definitely traffics in several dev circles, have heard from people in the business direct knowledge that Riot can be quite sexist, and there was even a few times where she thought about applying to some jobs there before finding out, much the same way that I had applied to and been submitted to several jobs at Epic before they all went to shit. I don't necessarily know that I would want any job at Epic ever again, unless it was very high paying or very prestigious, but it's a shame, because they're not far from me. I should go out there one time and see what their campus is like. But anyway, this is Napalm Dawn signing off from Legends of Runeterra, and stay tuned for the next video in the series where I actually do the expedition and see what it's like. Have a good one, everybody.